Welcome to Match of the Day 3, the extra timed your weekend of Premier League football on BBC television. With Michael, steal your answers, Owen, and Alan Hansen that's here. That's an in-joke, I'm not going to explain it. Instead, I'm going to talk about the hype that surrounds the big games. We've just come off air doing Match of the Day 2 with the Manchester Derby, last season's 1 and 2. I had a look at the final tables from the last 10 seasons. First place, second place, and then looked at the head-to-heads home and away. And only once in the last 10 years has a team got the better in the head-to-heads of the eventual first and second place and not won the league, and that was Liverpool in 2008-2009. So the hype, Alan, is justified, certainly in recent years.
Well, you look at the two-horse race in the English Premier League, and you would say that it might come down to the head-to-head. You know, that Manchester United lost the 2 games last season, and ultimately that cost them the title. So this season they're 1 in front, they're 6 points in front. Great position they're in. It
was 2-1 and then 6-1 at Old Trafford to City last year. Should have been 3-0 at one stage to Manchester United. A huge momentum changer because City went down the other end and scored. If not, goodness knows what the scoreline could have been at 3-0.
It could have been, but the game itself was I thought it was absolutely sensational. A great advert for English football. The pace, the intensity, the quality of the play. Man United, as I said before, classic Ferguson tactics: sit back, soak up the pressure, pulverise them in the break, and then Tevez came on as a substitute, and City for 25-30 minutes played as good as I've seen any team this season.
So this guy beside you, let's work it out. You've done Barca Real, all right? You've done Real Atletico. You've done the Merseyside Derby. You've done United Liverpool. You've done United Man City and scored the winning goal. Trying to think. You've done Newcastle Sunderland as well. What is the fiercest derby you've played in?
Fiercest?
Wigan.
It depends what time. Yeah, it depends when you're playing. Yeah. It depends when you're playing them, to be honest. If you're playing, you know, Sunderland and they're near the bottom and you're riding high, then I think the Manchester City game, obviously, when we won 4-3, that was because there'd just been a load of money ploughed into City, and they had started winning, and we were starting to look over our shoulders. So that was a fantastic sort of one-off. Obviously, the Real Madrid-Barcelona was great as well. At the time when I was playing for Liverpool, we were always above Everton, or a lot of the time, but they held their own in the derbies, so that was a big one. I mean, they're all. It's very hard to say. I couldn't even say which is the worst of them. They were all big games. You know.
I only played in one derby, and that was obviously Merseyside. I played in a lot of them, but the first one I played in 1977 was just unreal. I came down the tunnel and it was like a crescendo noise at Anfield, and the noise levels were just unreal.
See, we used to always say, when I was at Liverpool, we used to always say the games at Goodison are the ones that you know, it just felt like, even though it was probably a similar atmosphere, just, you know, when you're in a derby, it's nice going to the Lions Den and getting a result away from home. That was always good.
It didn't matter to us because we had a good team at the time.
It has to be said because, I mean, we had them on Match of the Day 2 as well at home, and the atmosphere they conjure up. It is a brilliant place to play football, Goodison Park. It's got the old-fashioned atmosphere as well to it. Would it rank quite highly in your favourite places, both of you, to go and play a game of football?
Yeah, it's great. Well, since I've been a player as well, it's always been a good pitch. It's when I look back at some of the derbies that you played in, the pitch used to look, well, it was probably cut up in most grounds at the time, but pitch at Goodison's been really good for you know, the last couple of decades now, and yeah, it's a great old-fashioned stadium. Yeah. It's a great place to play.
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic, and I mean, in the 70s you'd have a mixture of blues and reds together. It was like great sight. I mean, the 86 FA Cup final was just the best spectacle of all time.
I love all the old pictures of them going down in the train to the old Wembley all together, all singing their songs, same songs and all of that. Right, what we're going to do is a little bit strange, which is usual for Match of the Day 3. I was having a conversation in the office during the week, and someone was prattling on about how you take the Man City midfield over United's any day, and I said, well, if it was a school playground, you wouldn't pick them 4 over them 4. It's not that simple. So we're going to go back to school. We got the Man City team and the Man United team, starting 11s only from today, and you're going to pick it like captains in the playground, the only difference being you're going to be the managers. Right. Now, going first is very important.
No, we've decided that we think you should be in this as well. I think we think it should be 3 picking the team.
But then it's only going to be teams at 7 1/3.
All right, doesn't work. Okay.
Right, heads or tails, Al to go first.
Tails.
Heads. Michael Owen gets the first pick, right? So
right then.
now give us time to type them in, right? We're going to reveal them, and then this is man involvement. I'm going to pick a score line, a fantasy score line, to see who wins. First pick's big. We decided in this today. Right, we decided in this today at 10-4, right? And Michael straight away started ranking his players. He's taking it very seriously. 4-4-2. 4-4-2. Speak clearly. Yeah. You can't go back in your decisions, and you've got to fill every position. Tactics very important. You go up front, midfield, back. So we've got our virtual playground wall. The 22 are lined up. Who do you go for, Michael?
Wayne Rooney as centre forward.
Wayne Rooney's Michael's. So second pick, Alan Hansen.
Company, centre-back.
Look at that. Look at the tactics. Not surprising, by the way. OK, let me just stroke them off as you do them. Right, go ahead, Michael.
Robin Van Persie, centre forward.
Look at this, typical striker.
You're going to pick the other centre half.
He's going to have he's probably have all the strikers. You better be careful. Where'd he go?
Yaya Toure.
Wow. OK, so that's Yaya Toure's out as well. So I'd just like to point out as well, 2 United so far for Michael, 2 City for Alan. Michael?
Stop looking at your notes.
I'm going to go... I'm going to go... Antonio Valencia, right midfield.
Wow. Wow. Someone's looking to impress their old mate. Right, off you go, Alan.
I'll go Silva.
I was going to pick Company and Silva next.
I'm going to say, if you two are stitching me up here, by the way, Michael, go.
Joe Hart in goal.
Oh, excellent. Right, we got split now.
I'm going to go Rio beside Company.
Yeah. OK, so at the back, Ferdinand and Company. That's absolutely formidable. No strikers so far for Alan Hansen, worth noting. And where's Michael Owen going next?
I'll go for Patrice Evra, left back.
Left back, Patrice Evra. That's Michael's pick. I'm loving this. We're going to reveal the teams at the end.
I'm going to go Aguero.
Aguero.
Where?
Midfield.
What?
Centre midfield?
Yeah.
No, we're playing a flexible 4.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right, OK.
Listen, the man's done this before. All right. Okay. Go ahead, Michael. I just want to point out most teams do need defenders.
Can I put Tevez at right back then if you're going to do that?
You can go wherever you want. They're playing 2 holding players and a flexible 4.
I've only got a right back left, haven't I?
Yeah, you got Zabaleta, hasn't been picked, Nastasic, Clichy, Evans.
Oh, I'm not having Nastasic.
Just Silva. Gareth Barry's a defensive midfielder. Where are you going?
It's Raphael, isn't it? Or
yeah.
Zabaleta. It's got to, I'll go Raphael right back.
OK, so Raphael's out. Excellent stuff. Al?
I'll have Carrick.
Carrick. See, he's saying it with such confidence, like he's the whole team mapped out in his head. Michael, without your notes.
You've got a substitute left.
Do you want me to tell you?
Tevez.
No, you can't have him.
Why?
Tevez was a sub. You're not allowed subs.
Oh, right, it's got to be
right. Barry.
Well, he played most of the game.
Barry, Nasri, Balotelli, Clichy, Nastasic, Zabaleta, Evans, De Gea. You might need a keeper at some stage. Cleverly and Young.
Well, he's got a keeper.
Evans. Come on.
Yeah, I'll go...
he's got a keeper, you don't.
I'll go for... Cleverly.
Cleverly. OK, speed it up, boys. Speed it up. Cleverly's out. Al? Lunchtime's nearly over. Come on.
We'll have to go for the keeper.
De Gea.
Yep.
OK, got your keeper in.
Balotelli. He's good on the bench.
Balotelli's gone.
Come and turn around.
OK, so
have you picked a right back? You picked...
I had the Silva, didn't I? As the...
It'll work out all right. We've got Evans and Young left for United. On the other side, Nastasic, Clichy, Barry and Nasri.
I can't take Evans.
No,
because we've got 2 centre-backs.
Yeah.
So he's got to take Evans.
Yeah, so
I'll take Zabaleta.
OK.
The right back.
Zabaleta, perfect. Excellent. Michael, you're going to go to script there because you need a centre-back?
Yeah, Johnny Evans.
Yeah, Johnny Evans is in there.
I'll go Ashley Young.
Ashley Young, that's the United team gone before the City team.
Right.
So we got left Nastasic, Clichy, Barry and Nasri. Michael.
Barry, please.
Gareth Barry. And who's going to be the last left against the playground?
Oh, you don't want to be the last pick in the playground, do you?
I've been there.
Were you that?
I know you two weren't.
I'll go Clichy.
Clichy, so it's Nastasic.
No, he's got to take Nastasic.
No.
Because I've picked 2 centre-backs.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter. Surely it matters.
But, look, he can play his players wherever he wants.
You do.
Well,
you're playing centre-forwards and centre midfield.
Look, if you do pick Nasri, you're losing the fantasy game. But Nastasic or Nasri, it's a free pick.
I'll lose.
Yeah, because I'm not going to let you play without a defence.
Oh, Well, I don't want to lose, then. I'll have to have him, then, won't I?
Stasic is in. And Nasri automatically.
I'll take Nasri.
Your last player. Well,
delighted to take Nasri,
Alan,
as it happens.
You were a pick. I know, last player pick. You were
about him this afternoon.
A picture of confidence all the way through that. Michael was a little bit more nervous, almost as if...
Yeah, he lost his notes early.
And that was it.
That was the end of him.
He lost his wee notepad. He couldn't make notes like Rafa. Right, we're going to reveal the teams now. I'm going to have a look at them, and then we're going to pick which team is better on paper. The United team, it's worth noting, was the first to go away. This is Owen's Manchester 11.
That's never been a team, by the way. I'm not kidding.
Listen.
Have you done this before?
That's shocking.
It's like...
Michael, let's just spin up. You're going to score goals, but how are you going to get the ball to them?
I'm not kidding you.
Balotelli on the
terrible.
left.
It's so unbalanced, it's frightening.
Wonderful. Evans and the Stasic at the back. So quick look at that. OK, so huge marks,
That's
of course.
not too bad.
Listen, Hart in nets, England's #1. Van Persie and Rooney up front. Listen, I just think over last season in this, Evans gets better and better as the season goes on, and the more fit he can be. You're not going to argue with Everett that side. Plus, you've got 3 out of 4 United players at the back, so they know each other, and that's key. Midfield, we're going to skip over, and we're just going to go to we're going to show Alan's Manchester 11. Oh, we don't have
got
it yet.
it. That's good.
No, we'll
that's
get it in
fine.
a second. That's right. Here we go. We got it now.
Yeah,
we're missing the forwards because we've been typing it as
No,
as we go
wait a
along.
minute. Company plays right, Ferdinand left before you start for the balance. Nasri Karyara, that's it. That.
Goalkeeper's De Gea. So we know that.
That's fantastic.
Clichy, Company and Ferdinand together at the back is absolutely formidable, by the way. Zabaleta and Clichy playing together. Yaya, Toure and Carrick in midfields for formidable.
The only question would be
goals.
That team against Michael's team, how many they'd win by.
Yeah, it might get lost. Mine are blitz. You've got Rooney and Van Persie up front.
OK, well, listen, we'll finish the show very simply by revealing the score, and that'll be it. So take into account both of those teams and the fantasy score in our Manchester 11, Michael Owen against Alan Hansen is 0-0. Goodbye.